Hi, my name is Charles Wilson, and I'm the instructor for Pharmacology 2. I want to point out that the class is going to be done through MindTap. Um, some of you may be familiar with MindTap, and some of you may not, but it's the courses that are not currently being taught on MindTap will be next term. Pharmacology 2 is being taught on MindTap this term. The book is a Cengage book. You may or may not buy the book because it's available through MindTap. You should have the access card by now. If not, you can get access by requesting temporary access, and that'll be good for 3 weeks, by which time you should have your access card. Make sure that you're using your university email for all transactions. Make sure that you turn off your pop-up blocker. When you first log into Blackboard, you can open up the MindTap page, look under Content on the left-hand side, open it up, and there'll be a click on for tech support and tech check, and you can check that out and make sure that your computer is configured. The most significant thing is to check on your pop-up blockers. They need to be turned off because much of MindTap is indeed pop-ups. If they're blocked, it won't work. You should be using Firefox. That's most effective with Blackboard. And you can go into your Firefox and deactivate your pop-up blockers in there. Okay. This is Pharmacology 2. Our office hours are through Collaborate, and they're Wednesdays from 8 to 9. So Wednesdays from 8 to 9, you can show up and we can talk this way. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Wednesday. This Wednesday will still be June, so this Wednesday will be a required Collaborate. Okay, so this coming Wednesday, I'll give you the day, the 28th, will be a required Collaborate. And then the last Wednesday of July, which will be the 26th, will be required. And the last Wednesday of August, which is the 30th, will be required. So the last Wednesday of each month will be required. They will count for grades. They will count toward your participation grade. The others are totally optional. You can come if you need to talk about something or not. That's up to you. Okay, so that's office hours, and as well, you have my email. It's on the syllabus. You have my number. You can text me on the syllabus. If you have a complicated question, email it, and then it might be good to also turn around and send me a text message and say, hey, I emailed you, can you answer my question? That way I'll be aware that there's a question there for me, and I'm more likely to go to the email sooner. But I'll try to get there at least twice a day anyway. Late policy. Now, this has been batted around for a long time, and the university finally decided, hey, this is going to be the late policy, and everybody has to do it. So here's the late policy. Any assignments, I'm talking about assignments, homework, okay? Any assignment that's not due on the day, that's not in on the day that it's due, will be considered late, and for the first 7 days, it will have a 10% deduction for being late, okay? When it gets to the 8th day, that becomes a 50% deduction, okay? So do your assignments on time because it can be costly not to do your assignments on time. So do your assignments on time. Quizzes have to be done on the day that they're due, and our quizzes, since it's an online course, are available for a whole week, and they're due by that midnight on that Saturday. Okay. Another thing, assignments may not be turned in late after week 8. So whether you want 50% credit or not, if it's past 11:59 Saturday of week 8, no more late assignments. The only assignments can be turned in at that point are assignments that are due at that point. So that's the way that's going to work for the foreseeable future. That's the policy now, anyway. Discussions. Okay. There'll be a discussion topic every week, and you're expected to respond to the discussion topic. Your first response has to be by Wednesday, 11:59 p.m. And then there should be some other response before Saturday, 11:59, a response to another student's response to the discussion question. So that's how the discussions are, and they're part of your discussion / participation grade. So they're not terribly heavy, but they do count toward your grade. So do them. Besides, it's the only opportunity for interaction between yourselves that you actually have. So the discussions really can make you feel like it's more of a class than online tends to make you feel like. Okay, that's all the news that I have. Everything else should be familiar to you. The book is online. Get in there and look at MindTap. If you have problems, there is technical help on the site, and you should be able to contact your student services people or your campus director for help. There's not a whole lot I can do for you. Just because of the position I'm in, I don't have a whole lot of resources to help you to access your Blackboard any better than you can. So look at it, work on it. Do not delay getting your Blackboard up and running, getting your MindTap up and running. It's fairly simple. Again, the biggest problem people find is they haven't stopped their pop-up blockers. So as long as your pop-up blockers are functioning, you won't be able to get the material. So you have to get those disabled. Okay, looking forward to seeing you the rest of the term, and have a good weekend.